The reason I love strobes and artificial light is that it gives me full range of abilities to shape the light and modify the light on the fly. I can reproduce that light over and over again. So today we're back in Greenpoint and we are going to do a whole series on lighting the face. We started off the day using a really hard reflector and a 10-degree grid to light the model's face all the way around in a complete circle. So we had Taylor, who was our model today. She just looked straight at the camera, so we spiked the camera and we moved the light around and took photos all the way around. And first we tried with the light directly in front of her, but there was still a little too much wash across her face, so we moved the light further off to the edge and really just had it kiss across her face. We really got to hone in and see how the shadows were falling on her face. And depending on the structure of your model's face and who you're photographing, the light will react differently and the contours of their face will have different highlights and shadows. But it was really fun to see how it was falling on her face in particular. So when we moved the light to the side of her face, there was a little more dynamic range between the highlights and the shadows. From there, we pulled back and we started to play with the beauty dish and introduced some more fun wardrobe just to switch things up and still get those beauty shots, but we were able with the new lighting setup to punch in or pull back depending on how she was moving. I think catch lights are really important to have in the eye. Because if you don't have a catch light, I think you lose some dimensionality to the portrait and some life to the portrait. The shape of the modifier will dictate the shape of the catch light. And so if you want a circle or a square or an octagon, it all comes from that light modifier that you're choosing. Finally, we decided to switch everything up and move outside with a small octabank and walk down the street and find some cool walls and a staircase to photograph in, and just to really switch it up and try something different that we haven't been doing all week. It was pretty sunny outside, so I don't want deep shadows of high noon on the subject's face with a shadow underneath their chin and underneath their eye. So this small light over my camera left or camera right could just fill in those shadows and just make everything really even and beautiful. I'm just really fascinated with light, and I love when I'm walking down the street, I'm looking at how light is reflecting off certain colors onto people as they're walking around. And tomorrow we're heading to a mystery location where I have no idea where I'm going, so I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned for that one, and it should be next.